Welcome back once again to another video of Gas or Ass. If you're new here, how this series works is that it'll be progging your builds and I'll be going on CHIME, ganking, and boss rating. And then I'll be rating them on those three and see if the build is really worth it to use. And now, here are some rules to this series if you want your build to be in the video. Number 1. No clone builds. It's gonna be boring if you see the same clone builds every video. I don't think anyone would want to see that. Number 2. The build should be creative, fun and unique, like this one I'm about to talk about soon. Builds like these should be encouraged, appreciated and more likely to be accepted in the video. So today we'll be using a build from EasyAxe, which is a Frostdraw X Bloodless build. This build is really creative because it's basically infinite temporary health because of some Bloodrend talents like Bloodbank and Sow and Mend. And mixed with a Rapier's critical in which he suggested to use is really broken because it has a very low cooldown. And the 0 mantra damage from the Kala Mariner makes the build even better. So we'll be putting this build to the test and see how great it is. But first, I have an announcement to make. We'll be doing a 500 Robux giveaway at 150 members on our server. Make sure to join our Discord server. Deepwokenbuild rating in the description. That's where we will also be rating your builds as well. Now that aside, we will get started with an epic progression montage. Do you hear that?
My territory!
She gon' move like a dancer, wondering what's next, no one I can answer. Right now you just don't like the answer. The check never bounced, think I like my banker. She do it without me, think I'm like an anchor. She could give the most, I would never thank her. Got it ready, I'm just waiting on the transfer. Going all the way like I'm Prancer. She gon' break my shirt cause she mad at me. It's a tragedy.
Anyways, this build's pretty off. It gives a lot of temp HP which could be useful in some situations. Also, if you want to go Rapier, go for Skullpiercer. If you don't have it, go for Kirstraza or a Crucible Rapier as a substitute. Anyways, that aside, we'll now try this build to see if it does well on CHIME. This build does amazing at CHIME. If you know how to use rapier properly and spam sow and mend, you'd be able to get a lot of temp HP in seconds. And it has great combo potential if you know how to use Vision Shaper well. Being able to clone your enemy's last mantra they used and using them to your advantage is dangerous as used properly. This build will be getting 0.9 stars on the CHIME category. Now next up, let's see how this build does at ganking. This build is really great at ganking. Being able to overwhelm your opponents with just clones is really dangerous. Paralytic Dust can also help you proc ramens on them with just M1s. But once again, this build has 0 mobility mantras, which are crucial when it comes to ganking. But you can chase the players if you use your clones to teleport to them, which could stun them for a bit to catch up. Well, this build gets 0.8 stars on the ganking category. Last but not least, we'll be doing some boss raiding on this build. This build is dangerous when it comes to boss raiding. Once again, it does a lot of damage, and with the use of clones, you'll be able to copy off enemies' huge AoE mantras and use them to your advantage too. And it's also great for crowd control because of Ice Fissure and Paralytic Dust, which can put your opponents to sleep if you land it. And it's very tanky considering you get temp HP every time you land your crit and use Sow and Mend. This build gets 0.9 stars in the boss raiding category. Overall, once again, this build is amazing to use in PvP. It could do well in the depths, but you get a star for depths viability. Considering you have no depths required talents, it has a little bit of mobility, but what makes up for it is that you do decent damage, and being able to get temp HP every time. Now, the moment you've been waiting for once again. Overall, this build is going to get 3.7 stars. Which means we are going 3 for 3 on the series where the build is gas. Well, that's it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe because I put a lot of shit, not again.